There is so much expensive stuff when it comes to camping and RVing, especially if you want to do some upgrades. So after 5 years of full-time travel on the road, we wanted to share a couple of things that are actually cheap to make a big difference.
We are James and Kester, the Boundless Bronikies, and today we are sharing with you a couple, I think it's like 21 different things that are cheap RV hacks that I think are going to change your life. Because some of these changed my life. We can't do anything about the price of gas. We can't do anything about the price of campsites, but we can help you out with some of this stuff today. Number one is ladder storage. So our RV did not come with a ladder, as you can see. That was on purpose. Our last one had one, but it ran into a couple little issues and we had to take it off. So we have always traveled with a ladder, and it can be kind of a pain to store a ladder. Like taking it in and out of the hallway was a big pain in the butt. Yep. And then I always worried that if we had to stop quickly, it was going to slide forward and break stuff. So what did you come up with, Mr. Genius?
So what we've done is underneath our rig, right next to our sewer hose holder, 4 years we have traveled with our ladder underneath our rig with a ratchet strap holding it in place from I-beam to I-beam. So we literally hook it, one of the ratchets on this side, and then on this side, and then we put it right in, so it's centered right down the middle, and we ratchet it down, and we've never had a problem. We use like a, I think it's like a
3,000
pound ratchet strap that's pretty thick. And yes, we've gotten those comments where like, oh, you're endangering the lives of every single person. No, we're not. Like, I wouldn't do this if it wasn't 100% secure and locked in tight. And again, we've done it for 4 years. It's totally safe. It's under there. It's out of the way. And when we need it, we pull it out and get up on the roof to actually, I guess, get into the next one that we're going to show you.
Next one on the list is actually up on the roof. So when we take that ratchet strap off, when we take that ratchet strap off, climb up on the roof, and we have slides that you can walk on, which a lot of people get big mad about, but we've been told that's okay, direct from the manufacturer at the plant. So walk up there, and on the roof, another super cheap hack is to spray all of the covers that are on your roof. What, the AC?
All of your sewer vents, any regular vents, your skylights, your clear skylights, your vent covers for your bathrooms, for your kitchens, your air conditioning covers with a UV protectant spray. We use Polyglow. We've used it for, again, man, over 4 years now. But you guys, after about 4 or 5 years of out there with your rig in the UV light, those things start to break down. They get super brittle. I may or may not have stepped through a skylight. I barely put any pressure on it, and I went through the skylight. Like 225 pounds, okay? Like, listen, regardless of that, they get brittle. And you know in your bathroom, leave us a comment down below. If you look up, it yellows, it gets brittle, it's full of little cobwebs up there. Spray it with a UV protectant, and those things will last years longer. It's like adding sunscreen to the top of your rig. All right, I'm gonna take on number 3, which is, let me know in the captions, please, if you've done this or if you've ever heard of it, because I feel like a couple of these I'm gonna share with you today that we're gonna share with you, nobody's ever told you. So please let me know if you haven't heard about this. File down sharp corner pieces. And what I'm talking about is all the aluminum pieces at the bottom that come out on the sides, you crawl underneath to pull your tank valves. The aluminum is very, very sharp. We have literally both cut our backs. We both have scars. We've seen people with like slashes on their forehead. Like it's like legit metal injuries, like laceration injuries. And all you have to do, also one of our good friends, Nuclear Nomads, their little guy was walking up their stairs and the door also has a
very sharp corner
on it and cut him. So what we've done is we've gone around with just a simple file, and I just arch those around and make it a little beveled corner instead of a sharp angled piece. And
like the kind that they would like bake into a cake to send somebody in prison?
What?
Like a file, right?
Oh,
like in like the,
yes,
like
actually,
the movies and the cartoons.
The shank. Good night, girl. Yeah, so get you one of those prison shanks, AKA a file, and just lightly go around the corner and make those a U, and they'll be way softer. And if you're crawling underneath, especially in the dark, or you go somewhere, you're not going to cut yourself and ruin your camping trip.
Next, soft noodles.
Soft noodles.
So this applies more if you're taller, I would say. But we love pool noodles. They come in handy. We did a whole video on pool noodles that you can go watch if you want to, for like 7 different uses for them.
That's
but
right.
the big one, same thing, those corners. So when you're, especially like the bedroom slide that's usually up higher, when that comes out, if you're at the right height, you can walk right into it. And if you are not ready for that, or even if you are ready for that, I mean, you're gonna, you know, at least have a dent in your forehead, probably have some F-bombs dropped, and you're not gonna be happy. So you can take a pool noodle, literally put a couple cuts in it, get some, I think we used electrical tape, put it on there, and that's gonna help to protect your body.
That's right.
For, I don't know, $2, $3 maybe?
Yeah. Also with the foam noodles, like we've used them a lot of places to either cover up our hose if we got some serious sun beating down on the side, or our Starlink cables, or if you have any other kind of cables that are like kind of in the pathways, we'll cut just right down the middle of a foam pool noodle and drop your line in there. So then that way, if you're walking around, especially the Starlink stuff, like those cables are like $175 a cable. So if you step on one of those and break it, you got to buy that. So
we love having a nice big outdoor rug and a nice outdoor space so that we can enjoy being outdoors. That's kind of like half the point of RVing. We use like a heavy duty tent stake to screw down the sides of our rug. And the rug we have now is actually a really cool one that has a grommet in it instead of like that little fabric loop that always rips off. Breaks. So that is a good one, so you don't lose your rug if it gets super windy.
Moving into the next one is bugs. We just did a video last weekend,
I think,
on bugs, but a really good tip, because we've had some nasty critters across the country crawling into our place, ants infesting our walls. It was absolutely horrible. The termites in Louisiana were the worst. However, a quick little simple, I think I got it right here. Will you just grab that?
I will. Yes, sir.
This home defense, like, I hate the crap that's in here for your health purpose, but you're not spraying this like into the air and breathing it in. You're literally creating a perimeter around where anything comes in contact from your trailer to the ground. So I'm not spraying all of our RV snap pads. I'm doing like a little ring around it. So as the bugs walk up, they're like, nope. You could also, if you really want to, you could try diatomaceous earth. We've been in places like Texas where the ants like had a party in the diatomaceous earth. It did not work. In some places, they don't like that stuff because it's supposed to dry out their exoskeletons. But just creating a perimeter to keep some of those bugs away from coming up into your trailer is a big deal. Speaking of that, holes and cracks. There's holes and cracks.
Let's talk about holes and cracks.
Let's talk about holes and cracks. If you got any areas around your rig where there's a good amount of space where something can crawl in there, for instance, on the back of this rig, our kitchen tank vent pipe comes out the very back. And where that's in there, there's like a big hole, and they put that piece in there, but they didn't seal it with anything. So we had bugs walking up the wall and into underneath our kitchen sink. So I just took the foam spray and sprayed around that. Be very, very careful, because that goes a long ways. It's fun, but be careful. Also, where our stabilizer jack feet come out, there's a good opening there. We sprayed some there. That just kind of keeps also the mice out.
The next few have to do with getting set up and your utilities. So the first one is travel with blocks. And I don't mean your kids' Legos. I mean,
that could work.
Adult Legos, like Camco Lego blocks, right? The fasten blocks. But you want to have something that if you need to level from side to side, you can put it under your tires. There's lots of different options for these. There's like the Camco blocks, there's the stack pads, there's all kinds of different stuff. So you can even use wood. But you want to have something so that if you need to put something under your front stabilizers, under your back stabilizers, under your tires to get yourself set from side to side, or if you get in a tricky situation, like maybe you go visit one of your best friends in Mississippi and he says, it's just rained a few days ago, because he's also from the dry West, and you drive your fifth wheel across their lawn
and sink it to the axles. Whoops.
And then you need some blocks to get out.
So adding to just some simple utility stuff, a water hose quick connects. I put those on, keep them on our trailer, and then whenever we're traveling back and forth, like I just quick connect when we're ready to pack up, and then when I get to the new spot, I just quick connect back in. And then you could put the Teflon tape on there, can really make it nice and secure so that you're not constantly using your wrench or whatnot.
Do make sure if you put a quick connect on the campground spigot that that's on your checklist when you leave,
Yeah, to grab
that you
it.
take it with you. Those will save you time, not super expensive, and save you a lot of frustration too.
One more for utility hookups would be sewer hose holders for one. I really like those instead of totes, but your sewer hose elbow, did you know, can disconnect.
It's like a magic trick.
Flip it around, and then that fits right inside your sewer hose holder, and then everything that is sewer is right there in one little spot. So next one is, we created what we call the Boundless utility station, but the key here is a glove holder. Like, we don't use gloves every single time I go and dump the tanks, but whenever we're at like a dump station, always. And then there is sometimes where you actually need the gloves, so it's kind of nice to have them. But also here is a tape measure. This is like a $4 tape measure. And what I've done on this one, which is really cool, and we've used it a number of times and actually moved our entire trailer because of this little gizmo, is on here, I put every single one of our slide lengths. So there's slide 1, there's slide 2, there's slide 4. So when you back into your site, before you unhitch, before you do anything, you know, you run around, you open up your spigot, you test your water, you throw your surge protector in, but also measure real quick from the side of your rig out to make sure you're not going to hit something. That's going to save you a lot of headache, because there's been one time where you set it all the way up and you're ready to go and you pull the kid slide out and you realize it's going to hit the power pedestal. So don't be that guy. Second, we just got these in, is Loctite. Oh, here's another one. Let me know in the captions below if anybody's ever told you about this one. But we got our brand new trailer, and within a couple of weeks, we made it like 2 campsites, and I went to dump our tanks and all the valve handles were gone.
It was very confusing.
I was like, somebody stole them, is what I thought. But really what had happened is just vibration down the road. They wiggled off and they fell off going down the highway somewhere. So now what I do is just add a little bit of Loctite, super glue, whatever you want to do on the end of the little threads, get your new ones in, and put a little bit of that stuff on there.
Then you don't have to
and then you'll never lose.
You don't have to use pliers then to pull your valve handle.
Because we were there. I had channel locks on there, clip and pulling in and out, but now we're going to take care of that.
The next one could cost you a tiny bit, but it's definitely worth it. That is traveling with a power adapter. So right now we are at a 50 amp site. We have a 50 amp trailer, and so all is well in the world. But there have been several times in our 5 years where we've booked a site, especially if we're out east, where there's only 30 amp power, which we can plug into fine and run a majority of the stuff in our trailer, but you need to have one of these little adapters that goes from a 50 to a 30, or if you're in a 30 amp, probably less likely you would need it, but they have one that goes from a 30 up to a 50. So you can have power and you can run at least one of those air conditioners, keep your appliances going, maybe blow dry your hair. I don't know what you want to do. The next thing that we have on the list is putting your router in your basement. And I mean your RV basement. So we have a Starlink router, and we're always like fishing it through a slide and pulling the seals apart and trying to get everything through. And then we realized, oh my gosh, we have an outlet in the basement of our RV. So we plug it in here. That Starlink cable is a bajillion feet long. And so we just run that across our basement, and then it comes out the little hole in our wet bay. And there's no issue with that because the router's over here where it's nice and safe and dry, but the cord is over coming out the wet bay, but that cord is waterproof. It sits out in the rain and snow all the time. So it also keeps your router a little bit further away from all your brain cells, which is a good thing. 44 pounds.
That's what these hold?
44 pounds.
Well, no wonder they're so hard to get off. All right, so before we go in the house, my last little gizmo was gonna show you, good night, is these little magnetic hooks, right? We put them on the stairs. They're great for towels. They're great for shoes, and they're really, really powerful. But my barbecue is right here, and I don't know why I've never done this. I don't know if I'll leave this here, but it hangs all of my barbecue stuff. And what's really nice about these ones is that they're really narrow. I can bring the stairs up and stow the stairs without having to take all these things off. Just remember to take your shoes off.
I gotta ask a question while we're here, because there has been some controversy with people over this.
Controversy.
You called this your barbecuer. So many people were like, a barbecuer is not a thing. What is that? I know in the South, if you say barbecue, people are expecting brisket and ribs and sausage.
Pulled pork.
You got to say cookout or you got to say we're grilling.
Grill.
But what do you guys call this? Is this a barbecue? Is it a grill? Is it a barbecuer? Is
Okay,
it a
so
hibachi?
I will tell you that growing up on the West Coast, we just said this was a barbecue. Like, hey, fire up the barbecue. Let's barbecue. Going down south, you're absolutely right. You
Right?
say we're going to a barbecue, there it's like it's a thing. It's an event.
I would expect it now too.
Yeah.
If we were in the South and somebody said come to a barbecue and I came over
you're like,
and they had
yes.
like some hot dogs on the grill, I'd be real bummed.
Yeah, get in the truck, we're out of here. All right, let's go inside. Hair ties we have found with our types of cabinets, especially on travel day, you just, actually I think we just leave them on here. Yeah, look, so we just leave hair ties on one, you can't even tell it's really there, but then on travel day, you just pull that, boom, and now you're locked in.
That is one of the cheapest hacks that we have on here. Hair ties on all the cabinets to keep them closed.
So gentlemen, carry your hair ties around.
Yeah. Also, carry a spare hair tie in your pocket or on your wrist just for your wife. She's gonna need it. If you got a wife, you got a daughter, she's gonna love it. So next on the list is baskets. We use baskets all over the place. One of the biggest things to stay organized in RV life and not feel like you're drowning in clutter is to get stuff up off the counters and onto the walls. But that can be a little bit tricky. So we use, these ones actually are screwed in back here. And then we have some other ones over by our desk. We have some for our toothbrushes. We've got some here in the kitchen for fruit. And those we use a really super sticky adhesive. Prep the surface well first, and they will be your best friend because you'll be able to get all that stuff up off the counters.
I love it. All right, we only got a couple more. So hope you are liking this. Let's go on to the last two.
This is something that we had in our last RV, and I brought them over to the new one, and I bought more. They're these little magnetic lights, and I love them. Like, this is one of the best things for RV life. They are rechargeable with the phone cord. They have like multiple light settings and different tones that you can do. So you can have warm light or cool light or...
Way better than the LED bright lights.
So you don't have to turn on this thing to read at night and blind yourself. But the other thing that's really cool is that these are magnetic. So they hook on to these little mounts up there. And then if you needed to have a flashlight or you needed to get up and be able to see, you can grab it off the mount and you can carry it around with you. So our kids love them in their rooms too, because they can use them when they're reading at night. And then if they want to get up and like go to the bathroom and they don't want to turn the big light on, they got a light right there and they're super cheap.
How about our shoe holders? Like, these are super cheap and staying super organized. Like, they screw right to the wall or to the bottom of the bed on our last rig, but you can put all your shoes in there or whatever you want to put in there. So
yeah, so they're super useful. Like heavy duty canvas, we actually brought them from our last trailer as well. So we've had them for 5 years. They are fantastic for staying organized and keeping your shoes off the ground.
All right, so I'm pretty sure that is all 21 things.
Nope.
What?
We got one more.
What?
My last tip.
Just a tip?
Are you ready? Yes.
Did you hide this one from me?
The last tip is not a product.
Oh.
It's not something you can buy. It's just some knowledge for your brain. Okay, this is going to seem super simple, but this has saved us so much time and so much money and so much headache. I am, because I've told people before and they're like, oh my gosh, this was so great. So if you ever have an issue with your trailer, right? You're going to have an issue. It's going to happen. So I'm not going to say if, I'm going to say when. When you have an issue, whatever the issue is, make a phone call to the component manufacturer. Obviously, if you want to file a warranty claim and go through that whole process, you're going to call your dealership or whoever you're supposed to call. But as an example, we had our brand new trailer that we got, I think it was like week 2 on the road, and our toilet wasn't holding water. And I was like, oh my gosh. But I was like, I'm not going to call Forest River. What are, like, they're going to be like, I guess we could send you another toilet. I knew it was a simple fix, but I just didn't know exactly what we needed to do. So I called Dometic. The lady on the phone was like crazy helpful, answered all our questions, sent me pictures. The same thing with Lippert. If you call Lippert for customer service, they will video chat you and help you. We had to reset our auto level. Something we hadn't done before. It was a different system that we got. Saturday morning, she's video chatting me and getting our auto level reset. So that's my last hack for this video, is to call the component manufacturer. You won't regret it. And honestly, all the customer service we dealt with, they've been like really, really good. So that's the last one.
There you have it. There's all 21 plus hacks and tips in whatever we told you today. So don't forget to like, subscribe, leave us a comment, turn on your post notifications if you want to see these. We do a video every single Sunday and a What Do You Think Wednesday. every single Wednesday. And
I think that's it. Leave us a tip below, and we will see you guys next time.
see ya.
Bye.